Get them shades on, baby.
Damn good time in America.
A damn good time podcast. It's a damn good time podcast. A damn good time. A damn good time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
And I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
Hitting at
baby.
you.
We are back this week, and we are celebrating the 4th of July. Woo! America's birthday. The Day of Independence.
Day of Independence. Yeah. It's quite the birthday, but
Huh?
I guess you call it the birthday.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people kind of related to that or something.
You know, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Happy birthday, America. But yeah, we really have nothing planned except for sit here and have ourselves a damn good time talking to you like we do every week.
Every week.
All week.
Except Father's Day week. We missed that one. But
Except sometimes we miss.
yeah. We only missed like 2.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
COVID, Father's Day. We might miss one here towards the end of July because I'll be taking a little vacation.
Yeah, you will be.
A little staycation, more like it. A forced staycation. So
Forced staycation.
yeah, that's gonna be dumb.
Mm.
And of course, I've got my polarized sunglasses on, and they don't help you see computer screens. So whenever I keep moving my head like this, it's because I'm trying to see what's going on this screen
Watching,
here.
if you're listening, you're just hearing his beard rub a little bit.
Yeah, it's just my nose. I'm just Eskimo kissing.
ASMR.
And if you are watching, you'll notice we've got ourselves a little bit of a different camera angle set up today. It actually makes it easier. Like, why don't we just sit on this side of the bar where the actual bar is? We always sat like on the other side where, you know, the bartender should be. And there's a raised floor there, so we always sat up higher. There was nowhere for our legs to go. Like, we had nowhere for our legs to go. So we were always like smashing our knees into the things and the cabinets and all that stuff. So now we're like, you know what? Let's put it this way. We got ourselves... Hold on. Looking at the screen there. We got ourselves a nice little background back there where the pool table is and stuff, you know. So it's like, why the fuck? Why not show off the rest of the room?
The kitchen sink's still here, though.
Yeah, we still got the kitchen sink. So, you know. Everything you'd want to expect just from a different angle.
It was almost our name was everything in the kitchen sink. It was this close.
That was close to that.
But it wasn't really. No.
But then we're like, you know, we're only guilty of a damn good time. So that's how we ran with that name instead. And it's like, dude, I feel like I got so much more room for activities now that I'm not smashing my knees on things. Like I can roll, I can swivel in my chair.
It's probably not good in a way because now you're going to be like away from the mic.
And then this mic stand that we got here between us where it brings the mics up to our face, it does seem like it's awkward for me. I don't know why. What changed?
I'm just mad I can't lean on my counter over there anymore.
Now you got to sit up straight.
Yeah.
We're hoping, and it looks like it, that the where the bar is, since we can sit tucked in a little better, it hides our guts.
Talking about my gut.
So now we look fucking sexy as shit. So, you know, that's for you guys. We did that for you.
We're both rocking, for our listeners, both rocking our patriotic gear right now.
Yep.
Steve is definitely killing it with stars and bars.
Stars. This is kind of funny. You can't. It's not the stars and bars. It's the stars and stripes.
Okay.
Because
stars and bars.
Stars and bars is for the old Confederate
Confederate
flag.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I mean tit for tat. But yeah, dude, I remember there was one 4th of July. I was actually it was this shirt. I had this bandana on. I think I even had like I don't have red, white, and blue sunglasses anymore, but you do. Mm-hmm. I had a pair similar to that. Big socks that were red, white, and blue, and I just kept running around. I was pretty hammered, just stars and bars, woo! And then like it hit me a couple of days afterwards. Like, wait a minute, no, that's for the Confederate flag. So you know, one of those fun things that you do when you're drunk, and then you look back and like, wait, was I like a total dipshit the whole time? You know?
I mean, the stripe is still a bar technically. So, I mean, I don't know how they can just steal it for the Confederate flag. You know what I mean?
Well, I think, too, though, it was probably one of those things where it was like, you know, it's started out as Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes. That's what the American flag is. And then they were like, well, we got stars and we got stripes too, but we can't call it that. So what do we call it? So they called it bars just to kind of separate themselves.
Bars just sounds cooler because it's like I got stars, bars. It's easier to say.
It rhymes.
Rhymes.
I'm all about a good rhyme.
You know, and like bars, like I'm dropping bars, like I'm rapping, or
Yeah.
bar, like I'm going to the bar to have a drink.
Going to
Like
the bar.
bar is just always a fun thing, unless it's prison bars.
The old jail cell bars, you know?
Clank, clank, clank.
Yeah. But yeah, those who aren't privy to, I'm sure all 7 listeners have been pretty consistent. But yeah, I got the DUI not too long ago. That forced staycation that we made reference to earlier in the episode that's when I'm going to Tuscarawas County Jail at the end of July. So
You get to go sleep on a rubber mat with
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes talking in their sleep, farting and snoring,
it's
and
gonna be so great.
yeah, it's awesome.
I'm not having any doubts about this at all. I'm looking so forward to it.
I bet you're gonna make some best friends in there.
Oh my god, I don't do good around shitbag people.
some real good apples in there.
Yeah. And then, I'm a bigger dude, so I keep thinking, oh, there's going to be these little bitch-ass dudes getting put in. Like, I got to whoop the biggest motherfucker in here so I don't become nobody's bitch. And I'm like, get away from me. I'm not going to do anything.
It's Tuscarawas County Jail. It's not like that at all.
Actually, I kind of hope I get stabbed.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's not like that.
Well, no, so
You're
I'm
in-
wondering, but still, say I do get stabbed, right?
Right.
And then I go to the hospital. Does that still count as my jail time?
Oh, yeah, why not?
All right, cool. Yeah, so if you're going to be in T County jail around the same time I am, you see me in there, fucking stab me.
Give him like a deep shank to the buttocks.
Yeah, make it, make it somewhere. And and I'm guilty. I don't really work out my legs as much as I'm supposed to. I don't skip leg day, but I just don't do them hard because I like to walk afterwards. But maybe if you get me in a good piece of leg meat, then through physical therapy and shit, that'll make me more proactive to work out my legs and develop them a little bit more. So, that's a win-win. Stab me in the leg.
Yeah.
I go to the hospital to finish out my sentencing there. And then, I get physical therapy to help work out my legs. It's a win-win. And then you get to say you stabbed somebody. I don't know. I don't know where you win.
Yeah, no, then they spend more time in jail.
Well, maybe they're lifers. Maybe they like that 3 hot.
So you're
pot,
you're in what they would call not even gen pop. You're in like a holding cell for like the weakest criminals.
Yeah, I think it was you that was saying it's like everybody that hasn't paid their child support and shit.
Yeah, mainly when I went in when I did my DUI back when I was 22, so 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I went in there and I walked in and they're like, "What are you, a 3-dayer?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Psh." And I'm like, "Okay, so what are you, a piece of shit?"
You fucking lifer.
I was like, "Oh yeah," and then I ended up finding out most of them are in there because they didn't pay child support and they were in jail for like 30 days because they didn't pay child support.
I've never understood that kind of hood mentality too, where it's like, oh, you're just a little bitch. You only doing little time. You ain't doing real time. You little bitch. Like, well, yeah, I'm a good person, man. Leave me alone. I'm not that bad. I just.
When I went on a weekend too, and apparently like some people can make things happen with courts where they have a lot of jail time,
Yeah.
but the court doesn't want them to lose their job, so they'll let them do all their time on weekends. So
okay.
every weekend they go into jail and serve their time, and it might take them like a year, maybe even 2 years to do all of their time. So
Right.
every weekend there's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" "Going to jail."
Going back to jail. I'm gonna go read books and play basketball.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like I played a lot of euchre, played some Monopoly.
Yeah.
There's card games. I would not. So at nighttime, I would stay up.
Yeah.
I would stay up till about 3 a.m. every night. And at that point in time, I was also working in the restaurant industry, so I stayed up to 3 a.m.
Yeah, you were on
anyways.
that schedule already.
And because it's hard to sleep in there, because like I say, everybody's talking in their sleep,
Right.
farting in their sleep. it's kind of like you put a microphone in there, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll stay up at 3 a.m. I'll stay up till I'm exhausted, and then I'll walk in there, I'll fall asleep, and then like I'll wake up for breakfast, I'd eat breakfast, and then I'd go back in and go right back to sleep, and they'd all stay up and like watch TV and play games or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'd sleep till lunchtime, and then lunch would come, and then I'd wake up and then be up for between the lunch and dinner time when everybody was up, and then they'd all go sleep at dinner, and I'd be like, good night, guys. Boom, easy.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Yeah, because it's just one big room, and it's literally like those rubber foam mats. They make them for like the lake. They're like those nice thick rubber foam mats.
Yeah.
That's your bed. It's got a built-in pillow.
Man, I can't even sleep without like a body pillow tucked between my legs and shit. You know, like
No, the pillow's built in.
I know.
You could like flip over the rubber mat and shove it in between your
God
legs.
damn it, this is gonna
Yeah.
suck, bro.
Shitty blanket. Which is fine. Like
Should
I
I-
like it like thin blanket anyway. So
Should
it's
I
fine.
put drugs in my asshole to get some cred in there?
I mean, they're gonna spread your cheeks and check, so you
Oh,
make
really?
sure they're in there deep.
All right, maybe I won't do that.
I mean, you get some free lunches out of it.
give me your pudding. You know.
Yeah.
I got
It's-
these pills. You want? Give me that pudding.
It's funny because the guys that were in there for a longer time somehow like got doctor slips to get prescribed like sleep meds. and,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
even like the weakest Tylenol and like stuff like
yeah.
like anything to cut it off.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, you can't smoke cigarettes.
Fuck, man.
There's no smoking.
Oh, well, on TV they smoke cigarettes and they trade them for things and stuff.
Well, that's like
You mean it's not going to be like television? What the fuck?
That's real Joe, and I'm mad in real Joe. You probably can't even smoke in there anymore.
Yeah. Well, fuck, dude. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah.
What about like since I'm low carb keto, will they give me special meals and shit?
You get whatever the hospital has already made, and then it sends over. It goes to the hospital first, and then that truck comes later.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so it's not bad for you.
Yeah, that food wasn't bad when I was in the hospital, you know?
It's not terrible. No.
Fuck, dude. Hopefully. Man, maybe I should just get COVID. No, if I get COVID, then they'll be like, no, you just have to come back after you're done with COVID.
Can I get what? Maybe get COVID. Just get my own cell because that would be so much better.
Yeah.
Cause so when I got my DUI, I got a super DUI like you did.
Yeah. Got to do it right, I guess. Right?
Yeah, blue .248, and so I got 6. Well, I was supposed to do 3 days camp, 3 days jail, and a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, you got to pay for camp. It's a better idea to refuse camp." Wrong.
Yeah.
Because then I had to do drug and alcohol counseling on top of my 6 days of jail.
Right.
So I did my first 3 days in county, but they split it up because county was too full. So they split it up, and they're like, well, we can put you in for 3 days now, and then we'll have to do another 3 days later. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So did my 3 days in county. I'm like, shit, I want to go back there. They're like, hey, and they call me like, hey, we can get you in like next weekend at the police station
Okay, yeah.
and put you in a cell in there for 3 days.
Get your own private booth.
Then you can get it over with. I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I just wanted it done, right? I did the anticipation, like everything in with it. I'm like, let's just get it done.
Yeah, that's the way I figured. I'm like, just get me in.
That was
Get it
the
over with.
best
Yeah.
because I had my own cell with my own toilet. And it's
Yeah.
not. I'm not saying that like the own toilet didn't matter because like nobody was like jiggling my door handle or like,
Right.
And if you're like, hey, I'm taking a shower, I'm up. There's 4 shower heads on the thing, but nobody's showering together because
Yeah.
there's like 8 dudes. Nobody's like,
Nobody else wants to see
let's all go shower together. Let's
Right.
all work 4 by 4.
Yeah.
So I had like when I was there at the police station, it was just like, I'm in my own room. Like I can shut my door. I can shut my door.
Yeah.
I can hear no noise. There's like one little window, like a basement window, like above,
Yeah.
like just barely seeing the ground.
Yeah.
They let me bring books in. I read like 3 books, slept for probably 16 hours a day, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like I just sleep like crazy.
That's what I'm going to try to do.
It was awesome. But in the county, it's a little harder to sleep.
Right.
There's too many dudes. There's just too many people around.
Right. You're just hanging out with a whole bunch of guys and shit.
There, I'm like, shut the door. Everybody else was like out playing board games and stuff. I guess they even have board games in the New Philly jail, and I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah. Be a pro at fucking Monopoly by the time we get out of there and shit.
Same food situation and everything, but it was just like, I'm gonna go in this room and I'm gonna sleep my ass off.
Right. Yeah, so that's gonna be dumb. So before that, though, we get to celebrate. I'll get to celebrate my independence this weekend before I go do any of that stuff. So at least that'll be cool. I guess it's gonna be a long month for me because I got to do a lot of traveling for work and shit, and then between the traveling, and really pepper in that little jail time there, and then get right out of jail and go travel some more. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a little weird, and I won't see my bed for a while and shit.
Yeah, you know.
I'll still be home on weekends whenever I'm not doing the jail thing, you know.
It's good to get it done, though. Like, you feel better.
Yeah, because that's literally the last thing I have to do. And then just be on probation for, 9 more months, and then it's done.
Just prepare your mind to be bored and tired. Just go in there, sleepy as hell, and just pass out.
Yeah.
For a day. Just pass out for a day.
Maybe just do a bunch of push-ups all the time. Shit.
Yeah.
Come out all fucking skinny and shit because I won't want to eat the food. I'll do a hunger strike. I'll come back like all shriveled up and weak and stuff.
Yep.
Get all the sex I don't want. I'm sure it's not going to be like that, but still, it's it'll be fun, I guess. Yes. But let's get off of that topic because I don't want to think about that anymore.
Yeah, we got a big weekend.
Big weekend, baby.
Big weekend. So when this pod does come out, obviously it's not 4th of July yet. We'll probably release it around then.
Yeah, either Monday or maybe more like Tuesday, depending on because it's busy. It's going to be a busy weekend.
Busy weekend.
So depending on when I get time to sit down and edit this out and post it up and shit, maybe I'll get to do that late one of the nights. But if it gets in the way of the busy weekend, the podcast will get pushed aside a little bit.
We got a lot of boating to do.
A lot
of boating.
And that fucking weather, man. Like looking at it ahead of time. I know you shouldn't, but I always do.
Right.
Looking at it ahead of time, like 7 days ago, it was a little dreary. There was a little bit of rain going on, some scattered, and I kept going like, no, man, it's just scattered thunderstorms. It's not a hard rain that day. Scattered, and I'll take scattered. And now, of course, they just pushed it off. It's just gone. It's gone.
Yeah, like 20% chances and
80
stuff.
80 degrees and sunny all weekend, baby.
No, it could change again tomorrow, but
it better fucking not. Whenever it's like this, I don't. It can't. It shouldn't change. It won't change.
This is when typically I find it's the worst.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
But here's what I always say: like, if you plan on going out late, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the second you don't, it's going to be the most beautiful day ever.
Yeah.
And you still roll that dice.
Right.
But you're going like you're on water.
Right.
The worst thing that happens, you're probably going to jump in that water at some point. You're getting wet anyway.
You're going to be wet anyway.
So who gives a shit about a little bit of rain?
Yeah. You're already around water.
Mm-hmm. And when it's like this percentage chance, it's like, oh, okay, maybe a little rolling thunderstorm will pop up.
Yeah.
And the worst I got to do is sit out it for like an hour.
Right.
And then, you got a roof on your boat. You can just
chill, roof,
relax, play some tunes.
Yeah, or maybe when it's raining, that's when you get in the water because you're just going to be wet already.
Yeah, which will actually, because the rain's colder, it makes the water feel like it's like 90-degree bath in there.
Yeah.
So it's even better. So yeah, no, I just tell everybody it never rains on Atwood Lake because if you expect it to rain,
can't rain underwater.
Have fun,
and it can't rain underwater. You know,
yeah,
can't rain when you're underwater.
And I got friends with big full canopies that can close that shit up.
Yeah,
and you just chilling there.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, so I'm fully expecting to be out there for most of the day Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Good chunk of Sunday. Probably some Monday action too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I got Monday off because that's the actual 4th. Sarah always has Mondays off. So we actually, and then her restaurant decided they were going to be closed on Saturday because that's, everybody's going to be doing cookouts and fireworks, and nobody's going to really want to go to a restaurant. So they shut it down for Saturday. So we got a 3-day weekend together, both off every day together. So that's going to be fucking dope.
Yeah.
And probably going to spend it all on boats, man.
Yeah. Might as well.
Do a little barbecuing at your place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold them babies and stuff.
We called it a big barbecue on Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
Meat Dependence Day.
Meat Dependent Day. Meat Dependence Day.
I just thought of that one right there. So I don't know if that's what we're calling it or not.
I think Steph said the same thing.
Yeah.
Or Meetings Day or something like that. Meat Dependence Day. Like
the meat of July instead of
she said something the same thing. I was like, that's great. We're using that.
Yeah.
And then I forgot it. But
something along that lines.
yeah, I'm gonna throw some food. I'm gonna throw I got a big old pork butt, throw in the smoker.
Yeah.
Do a little smoking. Hopefully I don't mess that up. I got to start it early enough because it's a bone-in pork butt. So
I was gonna say, well, with that attitude, you can't have that. You can't have no in your heart, man.
I was gonna make sure I start at the right time because that's about it. But that shouldn't be a problem because I got 2 babies and they wake me up all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You teach Jack how to smoke a
But
pork
I'm like, hell, man, I got this. I'll have the smoker rolling.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably be firing up the grill, and
Yeah.
we'll probably be flying up the flat top. We'll
Yeah,
have
flatty.
all the cooking sources. So,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the only one cooking.
Yeah, you got me.
By
to
the
help.
by.
You got me there to help and
You
shit.
got you and
know?
my brother better
Yeah.
be stepping up.
You fucking clicking tongs and shit, man. I even got me a new Yeti for the weekend too, dude.
Oh.
I sat there and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna be sober this 4th of July, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I'd probably for the whole fucking weekend, I'd probably end up spending at least $100.
Oh, easy, yeah.
At least, you got a case of beer every day. You got a fucking handle of vodka, which, I'd be like, well, it's 4th of July, so I'm not going to get like the cheap vodka. I'm going to get the good vodka, or I'm like some good whiskey or something.
You can get that Tito's. You
Yeah.
can get that, like,
Or even like if I got like a handle,
That's
even if I
not
got like a
expensive.
handle of Jack Daniels, that Jack Daniels still priced like it's Grey Goose or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
still
like
never
I
understand that.
I
But
still would have ended up spending $100 on booze. So it's like, well, since I'm gonna be sober, drinking a lot of water, I need a new Yeti. So
Hmm.
I like my other one. It's green, but I've had it for a few years. And this time, blue's my favorite color.
You know what? It's time to upgrade. Right?
Yeah, blue's my favorite color, so I got a nice blue one.
The walls in that one are probably wore down from the acidity of all the
Yeah, something,
orange
something.
juice you put in there.
And this one was called Nautical Blue or some shit like that. Like it had a boat theme to it. So I was like, fuck, I need that for the boat.
Yeah.
And then I also got me some Hey Dude shoes. They're coming in the mail tomorrow. I don't have them yet.
Okay. Got a lot of Hey Dudes. My neighbor loves his Hey Dudes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But he said what's really bad though, because there's just holes into your bottom of your foot,
Yeah.
sock, whatever you might have on. Don't step on dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
Smushes right up on your foot.
Is the bottom of them porous?
Yeah.
Like that? Oh, I didn't know that.
Apparently.
Okay.
You can correct me if I'm wrong on that once you get them, but I'm pretty sure he said like he stepped on some dog shit and it
Yeah.
just goes right through the shoe. Yeah, they're like wide open shoes to be. They're meant to breathe.
Right. Yeah.
They're meant to be like whatever.
Not supposed to be really wearing socks with them. They're supposed to be getting wet and dry your feet out and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like water shoes in a way. But
Yeah.
like
Well, yeah, and
Sure.
if you Google, because I was even thinking like, do I want Hey Dudes? Are those even cool anymore? So I Googled boat shoes, and those are one of the first ones that came up. And of course, you got your Sperry's.
Yeah.
And then Nautica makes like boat shoes and shit. And I think Columbia had like some cool looking like that are probably made more purpose built for like sailboating and shit because they look like they're supposed to be a little grippier or something.
Yeah. I love me a good set of Sperry's.
Yeah.
Not to wear to the boat, just to wear like out. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like they're kind of like that cross between a sneaker and a loafer.
Yeah.
I like the style.
Yeah.
I like the style.
And that's forever ago. Before the Hey Dudes were a thing, I remember I found these cheap pair. They were like that same kind of style, that canvas.
Mhm.
They were a canvas shoe that found them at Walmart for like $5 because I just wanted something I could slip on and off to get in and out of the truck at work. Because I'd drive there and I'd wear some shit shoes like those ones, and then I had to get out and put on my boots and stuff anyway. And when I'm on the oil rigs and stuff, and those canvas shoes, I fucking love those because they're just lightweight and they breathe and shit. I didn't
Yeah.
didn't have to wear socks with them and stuff. And I wore those so much that the bottom of them turned into racing slicks. I had to get rid of them because I kept fucking slipping and falling everywhere, dude. Like they were literally fucking racing slicks by the time I got done
It's
wearing them.
icy up.
Yeah, dude, I ate shit. I forget the fuck we were doing, but we were drinking in the old garage, out on Johnstown Road, and somebody was talking about like we were doing karate moves or some shit, and of course I can high kick, and I did a big old high kick, and my feet slipped out from under me because I was wearing those shoes, fell flat on my ass. I was like, all right, these things are embarrassing me now. I gotta get out of them.
All right, so we're in our late 30s. How many pairs of shoes do you think you own?
Fuck, dude, I'm getting high up there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be. Well, okay, let me answer your question first before I go out on a tear. I've probably got, I'd say 24 pair of shoes, boots included.
God dang.
Yeah, boots included. But then again, like whenever I was a kid, I'd wear the fuck out of something. Now I wear my tennis shoes all the time, and I just replace tennis shoes. Where now, as a kid, I'd have a pair of boots a pair of shoes for two months maybe before I wear them out. Most is like a year until you grow out of them, or you wear them out, and then you go buy a new pair. But now that I'm an adult, it's like I got purpose shoes for different things, and those ones still stay nice, so I don't have to replace those. So like all the boots I've had for going on 6 to 8 years now. A lot of the nicer shoes I've had, about almost 10 years on some of them, couple years here and there.
See, I'm terrible. I'd say I probably have 8 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Maybe 9. I got work boots.
Mm-hmm.
I got multiple pairs of dress shoes because mainly for work. I think I have 1 pair of tennis shoes right now.
Yeah.
I have a pair of yard working shoes that are literally I don't even know if there's a sole left on them.
Right.
And I don't know why. Like, shoes are a very important part of not only that's what you do every day is walk your ass around.
Right.
So you should be putting the most comfortable shoes on your feet and be happy with the shoes. So spending money on shoes does make sense. But I always have the hardest time spending money on shoes. Like, I have a hard time dropping a hundo on a pair of shoes.
Yeah, and it depends on the shoes too, though. Like, whenever it comes to tennis shoes, it's something I know I'm just going to beat whenever I get my everyday wear, those I usually end up spending more around the 40 to 80 range, But whenever I have my purpose shoes, like a lot of my boots, they're a couple $100.
Yeah.
I got some Cayman boots, I got some ostrich boots, I got snakeskin boots, I got regular plain old like beat up kind of weathered looking leather boots. I got like another pair of real nice.
Now you're talking bullshit because you got more boots that are for style, not for just
their purpose. Their purpose. Their purpose is looking good. They are purpose, and that purpose is looking good, dude.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking purpose. Like, oh no, I bought these because I was in the oil field and I needed some.
I have a pair of those, and I have a pair of muck boots. The
so
rubber.
You got style boots,
right? But that's their purpose is style. So that's why I'm able to keep them for like 8 years, and that's why I have them. Is their purpose is to look good going out. So I got a pair of black ones that go with anything I want to wear black. I got some brown ones that go with anything I want to wear brown. Like if I want to look a little more bougie and cool and shit, I'll wear my Caymans. If I want to look a little more flat, like be a little louder. I got my ostriches, which are like a fucking checkered pattern on them and shit,
Yeah, I mean, my wife kind of makes fun of me, gives me a hard time for it. I think she probably has 90 pairs of shoes.
Yeah. Well, my wife, too.
At any given time. And more just keep flowing in, and then I'm like, you need to get rid of some then. And I was like, if you buy a pair, I'm fine with that. But you have to get rid of at least 1 pair, if not 2. At the same time, because there's shit back here you're not wearing, just taking up space.
Right, and I do have some shit like that. But like, I will say this too: whenever I first kind of got my shoe collections going, Sarah would always make fun of me because, like, I'd get those purpose shoes, which is to look good or for this outfit or something like that, and I'd pay more money for them, and she always had the quantity, whereas I had the quality. Because and I don't know what it is, but I can't go in a fucking Payless and find a pair of shoes I like. They all just look off to me.
Yeah,
like their tennis shoes look. I don't know, man. Like, and 90% of them are Velcro. Like you're
Well,
an old man.
I don't
shit.
want to buy anything that somebody else is buying. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
It's like,
but still, like, and that's the thing. Like, whereas women, they can go into Payless, and it's like, oh fuck, it doesn't really matter the brand and shit. They look, these are cute shoes. Like, so Sarah had like a whole bunch of fucking pairs of shoes like that were like $5 a piece. Whereas, like, if I got for me to find a pair of quote unquote cute shoes that look good, they're usually $90 to $150. So that's what we made a joke that hers was quantity and mine was quality. But now my quantity's starting to slowly build up more because I take good care of them.
my funnest shoes are definitely my wedding shoes.
Yeah,
I found them on eBay for $30,
yeah,
and they're a pair of like orange alligator skin,
yeah.
looking
and they look dope.
bad boys, and they're flat soled as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, they clank when I walk through the floor. I've been to other weddings and wore them after my wedding,
yeah.
and I'm like walking. This is a clack, 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 but it draws their attention right down to my shoes.
Bam.
And I remember I just met some of my good friends now up in Michigan, and they remember the groom goes. And I hadn't really met him that much yet. I just talked to him like once or twice, and he's like, "Hey man, badass shoes!" And I'm like, "Hey,
Yeah.
That was like one of our first introductions.
Yeah. And that's why I like my more stylish shoes because they are badass. Like a lot more my stylish boots, like, and they kind of make the outfit pop too.
yeah. So I wear a little orange up here, and I wear those shoes. Woo-wee.
Yeah,
It's good looking.
and that's even too like one thing I've kind of learned too. At least with the way I put myself together and my style is, I don't spend a lot of money on pants. Like nobody gives a fuck what pants you wear. You know what I mean? Like you get yourself a good pair of shoes, what the fuck ever pants, and then a nice shirt. Nobody's gonna be like, man, that outfit is dope. Except your pants are like are those $20 Walmart specials. What the fuck you doing?
I mean, if you're talking dress pants, yes,
or
but
even jeans, man.
no jeans. Jeans get noticed if you got a good pair of jeans.
I got that.
I did not believe that at all, right?
Yeah,
And then my wife started getting me jeans from the Buckle.
yeah,
So I wear like, they're actually called the Tylers. They're
Tylers.
called Tylers. They fit me really well. They're very nice. They're very durable.
yeah.
And I went to multiple of my friends' houses and immediately, Cody, those are really nice jeans. Where'd you get? It's not like they were like acid wash or anything like that. It's
Right.
just like the style, the cut. The cut was good. The cut
Right.
up in the crotch was good.
Accentuated
what
that
I mean?
package.
Accentuates.
Made that ass pop.
So yeah, I would say there is something to that.
Well, I guess maybe more make sure they fit right too. But that's like my point is like one of the pair of jeans that I have that I get the most comments on were $18 fucking Wranglers from Walmart, and they're literally like the stretch pants too, so they almost feel like pajamas and shit,
Eventually, once we get about 2,000 more subscribers,
Yes.
We'll just get our own tailor,
Yeah,
It'll
when
be
we get
fine.
our podcast money.
and then we'll just do TikTok tailors
Right.
videos, and we'll show our professional tailor TikToking us.
Yeah.
Wait, no, yes,
Professional tailor.
putting our clothes on. I don't know, whatever.
Whatever. As long as I just want to make sure I get a tailor that like measures my inseam real well, and, like cups the balls
Get
while
it
they're
in
up in
there.
there. Like
Yeah.
make sure you get that full fucking inseam. Don't worry about those balls. Just push them out of the
Get
way.
them little beans and franks out there.
Yeah.
Get them little beans and franks out.
Yeah. Put your hands on them. Make sure your hands are warm.
He just wants his balls touched. That's all he said. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I go in for sports physicals, every other month at least, just to turn my head and cough. That's all. All right, yeah, but besides all the boating and fun shit we got going on this weekend, there's a couple fun things I wanted to talk about. First off, I left this out. It's empty, but I left this out for a reason. I drank this bitch. It's Bang Energy. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Bang Energy by now.
Bang, 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 bang.
They came out with a original sweet iced tea flavor.
You made sure that wasn't alcoholic, right?
It's not, yeah.
Because they make it alcoholic.
I know, yeah. Yeah. So a lot of you probably even know that they make the alcoholic beverage now. That's an iced tea. I've heard they're really good. I have not been able to try those, but if they're anything like their energy drink that is sweet iced tea, is delicious.
Tried it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, and it's 0 calories still.
A little overly sweet, but I mean,
like
but even like an energy drink, you expect to be sweet, you
Right.
know what I mean, an alcoholic drink, you hope it's not that sweet because,
Right.
like, you can't drink a lot of them when they're not sweet. At least for me.
right.
Yeah, but they had a whole array of flavors. They had the sweet tea. They had like peach tea. They
Yeah.
had like mango tea.
Is that the alcoholic ones you're talking about?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad. Actually, pretty good.
Pretty
good.
decent,
And
huh?
up to, I would say almost better than the twisted tea.
Oh, yeah?
So if you're a twisted tea drinker, if you like the alcoholic flavored teas, I
Yeah.
would definitely give the Bangs a whirl. Not cheap.
Yeah.
Not cheap. But
Yeah, well, most seltzers and low-calorie drinks nowadays aren't cheap.
No.
You know, like it's, I forget, we ran into some dude on the lake. We went out, what was that, Monday? Yeah, it would have been Monday. And I'm sure I should know his name because he seems like one of those guys that are always out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking, he's like, yeah, you know, come out here, you get you a 12-pack of the Busch Light, you got yourself a cheap vacation and shit. He's like, well, now my wife, she always drinks those the seltzers and the High Noons and all that stuff, and it's like $15 for a 12-pack. Like, why can't you just be a basic T County girl and drink you some Busch Light? It's like, yeah, man. I mean, you know, even like the twisted teas, they're not cheap, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap buzz. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you're comparing it to.
They're like double the proof. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, most seltzers are around the 5, whereas most beers are around what, like 3.4, 3 point something 4%.
yeah, like those High Noons, I think, are supposed to be like vodka drinks or
Yeah.
whatever. But I still think they're like 5-6%. But still, yeah, you're getting like double or 1.5 times proof. So
Right.
you only need to drink half as many of those.
But you won't.
right?
Yeah.
You're still gonna drink the whole
Yeah,
12
yeah.
pack.
You get a 12 of the Mick Ultras or you get a 12 of the Busch Lights, you know, you're going to drink all 12 of those. You
Yeah.
get a 12 of the seltzers, you're still going to drink all 12 of those.
Right. Right.
So, and at the end of the day, you're going to be able to tell that difference between like, well, technically in Busch Light numbers, I would have had 14, but I only had 12 of these seltzers. Are you going to notice that 2-beer buzz?
I mean, if it's 0.5% more, I mean, you're talking like, or 2% more.
Yeah.
So literally, it would have been like, I just drank
An 18-pack.
an 18 pack over a 12 pack. So.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it all comes out in the wash. Dude, I
Right.
can't wait to see what it's going to be like after a year of sobriety. I'm going to be a cheap fucking date, dude.
No, yeah.
It's
100%.
going to be dope. Like, hey, man, let's, I got a 12-pack for the boat.
Yeah, I'm not going to like you that day.
Woo, woo.
We're definitely going to have to put
Aren't you
like,
glad I'm drinking again?
we have to put you on a little leash or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I do feel like I'm going to gain maybe a little more respect about my level of drinking after this.
Sure.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I'd say I was probably borderline or probably a little more on. Definitely by, if you look up a definition of an alcoholic, I'm sure I was there.
Well,
You know?
90% of the world's alcoholics. If you
Yeah.
look up the definition of an alcoholic.
Right. But I will say this chance at sobriety, well, not chance, this forced sobriety, because there's always a chance of sobriety. But this forced sobriety has made me learn a little more how to have fun without the alcohol involved.
Yeah.
It's a little harder. I won't lie. It's a little harder to go out and be around a lot of drunk people and a lot of loud music and then be the sober one. You know, I can still engage. I can still, you know, talk to people and still have fun. But then, like, you get towards that part where it's everybody's like, "Wah," and you're just like, well, I'm still like a little level lower, but I'm still having fun. But it's cool, man. You know,
Yeah. I love you too, buddy.
I love you.
I love you too, buddy. Yeah,
Yes.
I know you love me. Thank you.
Have I ever told you how much I love you? Yeah, man, like 5 fucking times, dude.
But if you're drunk, you'd be like, I love you too.
fucking love you
Let's French
too.
kiss.
Bros kiss, man. No homo. We said no homo afterwards, so it's cool, dude.
No, yeah. I mean, it's Can't imagine because I never had to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Or we sit there and we're like, I love you so much. We should start a podcast together,
Yeah.
man. And here we are.
yeah, I literally, I left your house that night. It was just like, called you up. I'm like,
We're fucking doing it.
you want to start a podcast? You're like, I'm down.
Let's
right
do
now.
it.
Let's do it.
Let's
do it.
do it.
And I think the next day I ordered the equipment.
Yeah.
So I obviously wasn't that drunk or had that many beers because
Right.
I ordered the equipment the next day.
Yeah.
So.
And then you sent me what it was. So I start Google searching, like, how to use this, how to do that, how to do this. We were fucking set up.
Well, made it work.
Hell yeah, dude. So it's cool being drunk, man. You can be so productive.
You know,
If it wasn't for us, who else would these 7 fucking people go to, make their day a little bit brighter?
I think you need a good buzz.
Yeah.
A good buzz is fine.
Yeah. And that's where I think like I would fuck up most of the time because I get that good buzz and then all inhibitions go to the wind and it's like, fuck yeah, let's do some more shots,
And I can drink a lot of beers and hold a good buzz now.
Yeah.
With my tolerance now. Obviously, if I get way too drunk, I break ribs and do dumb things.
Fall off boats, break some ribs. That's cool, man.
Maybe offend people. Who knows what happens.
Yeah.
But, I think there's a middle ground,
Yeah.
and that's where we need to live in.
Right.
And especially now getting older, everything hurts so much worse
Yeah.
when you're like, oh, I just drank a case of beer in one night or one day. Not one night, one
Right.
day. We'll call it a day. Like, because we, maybe go on the boat at noon when the sun's out, you start cracking beers. And
Yeah.
the next thing you know, this entire case of beer gone.
all
You're
gone.
like, what the hell?
And I mean, it does hit you different when you're out in the sun and it's all day long and you're sweating it out. You don't, at the end of the day, after a case of beer, you don't feel as drunk as if you were at a bar and drank 24 beers.
Yeah.
It does hit you different. But like, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, still like,
Yeah,
we do need to find that good middle ground.
I can literally drink a case and a half of beer. I've
Yeah.
done it before. 36 beers
Yep.
in 24 hours.
Yeah.
I've done it. Got on lake super early.
Mm-hmm.
Sun's beaming. It's a 90-degree day, like right off the rip.
Yeah.
And the beers just start flowing.
Right.
And they start flowing and flowing and flowing. And then next thing you know, your cooler's empty. And you're like, oh, shit.
What the fuck?
We need more beer.
Yeah.
So we run back in. We grab another case of beer. We bring it out. And then I drink another half case of beer. I've done it. It's not good.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not good. I feel like shit the next day.
Right.
Because nobody's supposed to drink 36 beers.
Right. And yeah, and that's mine. I always did liquor more than I did beer.
Yeah.
And I could drink a whole fucking liter by myself in a good day on
Yeah.
the lake, And that's the other thing. Oh, I think that's kind of one of the points I wanted to get to is like you said, how everything hurts. Like even whenever I was drinking a lot and it was liquor doesn't give me a hangover like beer does. I don't get the headache. I get groggy and tired. And then, maybe a little just body drained, but I'd still wake up early as fuck, get a workout in and go to work and be a productive member of society. But I will say now that I'm sober, it's so much fucking easier.
Oh, yeah.
It is so much easier to go to bed on time, wake up without hitting the snooze 14 times, get that fucking workout cranked out, and then I'm like way more productive at work and shit. So it's like, hey man, maybe this is better being sober.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean,
Or
maybe.
even like save the power of drinking for the weekend. Don't do it on school nights,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the theory we should stick with.
Yeah. But it's fun drinking on a school night, man.
I still like pounds and beers.
Dude, I still like sometimes like you wake up and you still feel drunk and you go to work. Next thing you know, it's 2:00 into the fucking day. It's like, God damn, this day flew. But now that I'm sober, it's like, man, I've been here forever. It's only been a fucking half hour. Get the fuck out of here. I still got 7.5 more of this shit to do. So I do miss that, the kind of time traveling that happens whenever you got that good sauce in you. Yeah, it's fuck, dude. It's 3 a.m. Whereas now it's like, oh man, it's midnight and I'm ready to go to bed.
I'm just looking for bed, motherfuckers. You guys are up raging, just
Everybody's still raging and
playing shitty music. And
it's the same song we've been listening to all damn day, and yeah, we all know the words. And yes, let's sing it again. Okay,
yeah, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody else parties like we do. We're the best.
Yeah. Get ready for this weekend.
And I love you too, dude. I love you too. Yeah. But no, but it is kind of fun because I remember everything a lot better. And whenever it is more like, oh yeah, dude, you remember that? Like, well, oh, I do now. That I help people with their brownouts. I'm more of like the what do you call it? I'm more like a court stenographer of the party. I am able to recap what happened. Let everybody know. Like, yeah, man, it was fun. And then too, like I noticed whenever I was drinking heavily, you wake up and you do forget what you did, and then it's like. You get that kind of hangover anxiety of like, who did I offend? Oh, did I get stupid? Did I piss anybody off? Like,
yeah, I mean, I have like anxiety in crowds of people anyway. So like when I'm hungover, then it's like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
It's 10 times worse. So like, I'm like around a bunch of people and I'm trying to pick up a drink and all of a sudden I look at my hand and it's going just like now I'm just drinking, so it's fine.
Right.
But yeah, I'll spill a drink everywhere and I'm like, I can't even pour it to my face. Oh,
Help me. And so then you get really drunk. Then it's all fine.
Yeah. But I had to take a beer, take it in the back room and smash it to my face just so I could feel better.
Yeah, right.
That's not good.
No, that's not a good sign. Once you get to that, you should probably slow it down a little bit. But okay, well, let's. I saw on the news this week. R. Kelly,
Yes.
motherfucker, just got sentenced to 30 years. So
What?
yeah. Finally, made it through all of his court and shit. 30 years because I guess. So instead of just like, yeah, man, you were banging young girls and like keeping them as sex slaves and shit. But you also took them across state lines. So that's sex trafficking. So they fucking hit him hard. It was rightfully so. The dude deserved it. But I thought that was kind of fun. Like, hey, man, he finally got to, kind of got what his comeuppance, his well deserved.
Good Lord, that took a long
Did.
time. Well, they probably appealed.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because he's probably still got a shitload of money he can throw at things.
30 years. So he's pretty much dead when he comes.
Yeah, because he's 55 now.
Yeah, he's going to get murdered in there.
Oh, yeah, nobody likes a chomo in prison.
No, yeah, he's
You know,
done. He's
Nobody
done.
likes them child molesters at all. They'll fuck with him hardcore. I bet you he's going to get all the piss
Oh,
on
what, you
it.
R. Kelly? Oh, yeah, we like your music.
You peed
shank,
on
shank,
people?
shank, shank,
Yeah.
shank, shank.
He'll be like, let me get that toot, toot. Let me hear that shank, shank.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that's what, it sucks that it took this long, but
Mm-hmm.
how many people we had to hurt before they figured it out. But yeah, good for him.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, obviously. I'm not trying to make light of the situation,
Yeah.
but he's literally dead. We're never going to see him again.
Right. But somehow I'm sure we'll still hear all the songs on the radio and,
Pull those now. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You throw fucking remix on at a party and I bet you everybody's singing along.
True.
It's weird how we pick and choose who we cancel anymore,
Yeah.
But, I mean, Michael Jackson, we still we'll be getting down to Thriller every day.
Yeah, but I mean, he was never 100% convicted. I think besides throwing a baby off of or hanging a baby over a balcony.
I mean, you pay off the people that are...
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why R. Kelly went this long without going to jail, too. So, like,
Yep.
Michael Jackson's probably still alive, living on an island as a piece of plastic going,
You're ignorant. Ignorant.
Oh, man. That man was messed up.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Speaking of weird sex, another topic I don't want to talk about. I can't find it. Yeah, that's a fun segue. That's part of the, I don't know if you know what a segue is. It's that, that's, speaking of.
I got it.
I saw an article. I can't find it right now, and I can't read with these glasses on anyway. But I did see that that there are two sets of conjoined twins, both females conjoined to females, that are in the talks of doing a sex video, a sex show. Even they said like, oh yeah, we could probably sell out the Madison Square Garden, have a live sex show.
Wait. 4 females.
Well, 2.
Yeah, wow. There's 4 heads that are females.
Yes.
connected to two bodies.
Yeah.
And they think they can sell out the Madison Square Garden.
I mean, why not?
I mean,
It's probably
just start an OnlyFans, man.
yeah, it's probably a crowd of people you don't want to be in with, but
What are you gonna be scissoring in the arena?
curiosity killed the cat,
It's
I'd-
gonna be that'd be so weird.
If they offered me free tickets, I'd go. I don't think I'd pay to see it.
I didn't think I want to see it.
Yeah, it would be weird.
Like, I guarantee they're not pretty, because one, you got a lot of stress going on there between
Yeah,
two heads attached to one body,
they're arguing.
and the
anyway.
one body cannot be normal either.
What? Because so we were
It's
talking
not like
about.
Megan Fox has got another head attached
Yeah.
to her. Like,
But I mean, they're actually semi-attractive. The one article that I saw, they were somewhat attractive.
did you see him in a bikini or just in normal clothes?
The one they had a bikini
All right, well, that's fine. You don't have to look it
on.
up.
Okay. But so we were talking since last week was episode 69. What would you call that with the extra faces and the places?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Steve.
What number would
There's
that be?
no name for that because that is a 0.001% oddity.
Yeah.
So you don't name that. You just say, hey, we're going to name them
Or is it like with software editions? It's
We're
like
gonna name
69.2.0.
Jane, Jill, Jasmine, and Jupiter.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
There's nobody's ever done that before. So that's their thing. You can't actually name that as a normal thing
Right.
because nobody else has an extra head. And there's not two Siamese head attached women that ever do that.
So
So
but now,
you got to give them their own thing.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that it's happening, what would we call it?
The Jazzapalooza.
The Jazzapalooza.
Because they want to be in the middle of Square Garden. I don't know. Whatever shit they want to come up with, I take all their initials
Yeah.
and call that fucked up.
But I mean, it'd be interesting to see how it all goes down. Actually, I'd want to do the interview afterwards. It's like, so which one of you were controlling the hands?
Yeah.
You know.
Who mentally got off?
Right. Where did the which one of you felt the orgasm?
Do you both feel it? Does one feel it? Like, there's
You know,
questions
I'm
there.
interested in more of that aspect of it.
Because there's definitely a euphoria that comes over your brain when you orgasm.
Yeah.
So
You know,
like,
that dopamine rush and shit.
do they just both get that, and one like is not feeling the vagina, or are they both feeling
Yeah.
it? Like, are they both? How is it? Is there spinal cords connected to the same spinal cord?
And then,
are they
like-
in wheelchairs?
Yeah, and then like let's say they both moan at the same time, and one has like a very attractive like normal moan, and the other one's like, "Ah," you know, I'm coming, and then it's like, oh, just, you know, it's like, oh, you just made it weird.
Why'd you make one of them sloth?
know,
From Goonies.
I don't know, man. Or yeah, or like
That one's more
Chewbacca.
feisty with the right hand.
Get a
Left
Chewbacca
hand's
in
a
there.
little softer, just rubbing your
Yeah.
face. The right hand's just punching you with his dick.
Yeah, it's like, hey, calm down, Susan. That one's a little too hard. That's not me. It's Jill over there controlling that hand.
You ever seen a Siamese twin in real life?
No.
Neither have I.
Yeah. So I mean, what better time to see a Siamese twin in real life than to see two sets of them just going at it?
Just scissoring away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
No. I just feel like nature definitely didn't intend for you to try that.
Mhm. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was an interesting topic.
I've always wondered with Siamese twins, like, who controls what?
Right.
Can they both control? Is one controlling and there's just a head there going, rah, like you said?
Yeah.
Or is it like they're both like mind power over mind power? Like, I'm going to punch you in the face. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm taking my right
coming
hand
in.
today.
I'm coming in. I'm gonna nail you. And the right fist just get closer and closer and closer. And then pop.
Yeah. And then the other one wills it and like takes over like, haha, now I'm gonna.
And she's like, well, I just was controlling the right hand. But what? Guess what? Left hand, smack the face, bitch.
Right. Poke you in the eyes. Punch you in the dick. Ow, that's my dick too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Those are all questions that we need to ask them.
How many Siamese twins are there?
Siamese twins.
How many Siamese twins are there out there?
I don't know. I can't read my computer with
There's
these.
apparently enough
Polaroids.
two to scissor and make a sell at Madison Square Garden. And are they just gonna be in like the middle of a boxing ring with a bunch of
don't
people
know.
with binoculars, just like, holy shit, it's going down. Hey,
Oh.
Phil.
There are possibly fewer than 12 adult pairs of conjoined twins
Hey.
across the world today.
Hey, Phil. We're looking at here. We're down here in Madison Square Garden today. And the guy, the microphone dropped. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh boy, I think we need to jump off this subject.
Yeah, okay. All right. But I don't really have any other topics that I want to talk about this week.
I think I think we're there. All I want to say is to everybody, enjoy your 4th of July, your Independence Day.
Enjoy that Independence Day weekend.
Have yourself a damn good time.
Hopefully you're surrounded by family and friends and good times and all that fun stuff.
Do some grilling, do some chilling.
Yeah.
Blow some shit up.
Blow some shit up.
Because that's goddamn America.
That's even, I don't know if I want to take chances on setting off fireworks. I'm on probation, dude.
They didn't say anything about fireworks.
If it's illegal. Straight to
Oh, it's not in Ohio anymore.
What? It's not illegal to sell them, but it's illegal to set them off. Usually you have to say that you're taking them out of state. Isn't that how it works?
No. They changed the law in Ohio. I don't know if it's effective this year or not. We'll have to Google that. They changed the law in Ohio that you're allowed to set off fireworks on certain holidays in Ohio for the big boy fireworks. Because everybody's doing it anyways, and they're like, we're tired of policing this shit. We're just going to make it legal.
Legislation allows Ohio residents to set off consumer-grade fireworks on certain holidays, including New Year's Eve and Day, Chinese New Year, Cinco de Mayo, Juneteenth, days on and around July 4th, Labor Day, and the Hindu festival of Diwali.
Boom. Make it brain.
Yeah. However, not all cities are adopting statewide legislation, so I guess you have to look into your city. I'm sure nobody gives a fuck in Sherrodsville.
Oh, no. Carroll County, Ohio.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Blast shit off.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's probably like, well, you're doing it at 2 a.m., sir. No, we can't do that.
Right. That's noise ordinance stuff. But
Yeah.
there's no noise ordinance out there either.
Nope.
Anyways, Steve, did you have a
Cody.
damn good time?
I did have a damn good time.
All right.
Cody, did you have a damn good
I
time?
had a damn good time. Happy 4th of July, guys. 4th of July, guys.
4th of July, guys.
Cody's had enough beers.
4th of July, guys. Make sure you tune in every week for new episodes of A Damn Good Time. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok,
Come at us.
all the things. If there's any social media platform you want to see us on, let us know. Something like that.
And we'll be here for you.
We'll be there for you. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.